The guys are late.
Yeah. We need at least one more. Oh, there's
Yep.
one.
There's Glenn. Hey, Glenn.
Hi.
Hey, Glenn.
Oh,
Hmm.
Sharon, you are just glowing the light.
I know. I can't wait until we are done with these meetings and I don't look like a ghost anymore.
You look amazing.
There's Daryl. Welcome, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
Okay, we'll give Jim a couple more minutes. It sounds like he's having problems.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see if he gets in. He said he's going to call in from his phone. Oh, there's a calling user. Jim, is that you?
I don't think that's Jim. There was another calling user.
Oh, that's right. There was another caller.
I'm assuming that's Dan.
Okay. Well, we'll give him a couple minutes, but in the meantime, I will call this meeting to order, the April 27th, 2021 Planning Commission meeting. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda for tonight?
I'll make a motion.
Mr. Sherry,
Second.
I'll second that.
Thank you. And Stephanie, you're up. Oh, look at the kitty cat on Suzanne's table.
So Sharon,
Yes, aye.
Sherry,
is that Sherry or Terry?
Sherry,
Aye. Sorry.
Wanda,
Aye.
Glenn,
Aye.
Daryl,
Aye.
and who am I missing here? Jim, who isn't on yet, correct?
Correct. Jim's not on yet.
Okay. And then Tom is absent tonight.
All right. With that, has everybody looked over the minutes? Is there any changes, additions, deletions, anything? If not, I'll take a motion for the approval of the minutes for the March 23rd meeting.
So moved.
A second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Sharon.
Then roll call, we have Sharon,
Aye.
Sherry,
Aye.
Wanda,
Aye.
Glenn,
Aye.
Daryl,
Aye.
and Jim. I don't know if Jim got on yet. No, he's still not on.
Yep, he's still not on. All right. Item 4 is a public hearing for a variance for an accessory structure placement at 19976 Erskine Street Northeast for Daniel Schneider. You're up, Stephanie.
All right, can everyone see my screen? Want to make sure you can see it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. All right, so tonight we have to hold a public hearing and consider a recommendation for a variance request to allow an accessory structure to be placed in front of the home. So the property is located within the rural residential area. The property owner would like to place the detached accessory structure 10 feet in front of the home. City code does state that no accessory building or detached private garage shall be located nearer the front lot line than the principal building, except on lots that are 3 acres, and then also if the principal building is located a minimum of 200 feet from the front line. The property owner is limited on placement options for the structure. I have this in your packet, and then I have it on the screen too. So the septic system is located on the north side of the home. There are significant grade changes to the west. I can't read them on here, but you have them in your packet too. But there's a significant grade change, which goes down into some FEMA floodplain and protected wetlands. Attachment 2 of your guys' report does show, again, the location of the proposed structure and the 2-foot contours and where the septic location is. So in order to consider a variance, Planning Commission needs to consider the 3-factor test for practical difficulties. So the first one is the test of reasonableness, meaning that the property owner wants to use this property in a practical way but can't under the rules of the code. So in this case, the owner would like the detached accessory structure. He would like it to actually access it from the existing driveway too, so he wouldn't have to put another driveway out onto Erskine Street. The existing home is set back 50 feet from the right-of-way, which code requires 40 feet. Therefore, the detached accessory structure will still be set back 40 feet from the right-of-way, so it will meet the minimum setbacks of city code. The second factor is that the landowner's problem is due to circumstances unique to this property. Again, there's topography to the land that won't allow him to put it back any further unless he brings in significant amounts of fill. There are existing wetlands and FEMA floodplains too that limit it. He needs to be so far away from those as well. And then also when the home was built, the septic system was located on the north side of the home, so the structure cannot be placed in that area. The third factor is that it won't alter the character of the neighborhood. There are homes in this area that are set back 40 feet from the right-of-way, so the garage will be set up that same right-of-way. And then there's also detached structures within this neighborhood that have been brought up to my attention that are located closer to the front of the building as well. And then also the architectural design of this building will be similar to the home. It will have the same roof pitch and the overall height too. So it will fit into the neighborhood. So at this time, city staff's requesting the commission to hold the public hearing. And then if you do make a recommendation of approval for the variance, to place the detached accessory structure 10 feet in front of the existing home, I recommend it be with the conditions set forth in the attached resolution. And then Mr. Schneider is on the phone tonight if you have any specific questions for him.
Thank you, Stephanie. At this time, I will open the public hearing for the variance at 19976 Erskine Street Northeast. Is there anyone on the line other than Mr. Schneider that would like to address the Planning Commission? All right, hearing none. Mr. Schneider, do you have something you would like to say to the Planning Commission?
No, Stephanie pretty much explained exactly what I would like to try to do, so I don't think I have anything extra to add.
Thank you. Hearing no one else on the public hearing, I will at this time close the public hearing. Planning Commission members, does anybody have any comments, concerns, regards, anything to bring up? Anybody?
Yes, may I speak?
Yes, and who is speaking?
This is Taurus with BNT Trucking. I had a hard time logging in. I couldn't get logged in, and I don't know if I missed our appointment.
Mm-mm.
No, sir, you didn't miss your appointment. We are on a variance prior to yours. So if you can hold tight, we'll get to you in probably 5 to 10 minutes.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, back to the variance for Mr. Schneider. Any planning commission discussion? Hearing none, I would take a motion to approve the variance for Mr. Schneider.
So moved.
This is shit.
Who
I don't
so
know who
moved?
said so moved, but this is
Daryl?
Sherry.
I did, Daryl.
would Move or
Okay.
second this for staff recommendation.
All right. So Daryl made the motion and Sherry seconded it. So Sharon,
Aye.
Sherry,
Aye.
Wanda,
Aye.
Glenn,
Aye.
Daryl,
Aye.
and Jim. Has Jim gotten on yet?
Yeah, I'm on here now. I'm just by voice, so I can't get on this thing.
Okay, but you called in?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did we just
Were
vote,
you able
vote
to-
on?
This is the first agenda item. It's the variance for the accessory structure placement at
Oh, okay.
19976 Erskine.
Okay. Yeah, aye.
Thank you. With that, we go to city council when, Stephanie?
All these items will go to city council on May 10th.
All right, thank you, Mr. Schneider. You may leave if you'd like, and you will go to city council on May 9th.
Okay,
May 10th.
will I get,
May 10th.
will I get another invitation for that meeting? Like
Yes,
did
I
this-
will.
For the,
Yes, Dan, you will. You will get another invite, and those invites go out the same day as the meeting. So you'll get it later in the morning on May 10th.
May 10th. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. As exciting
Thank
as
you.
this meeting probably will be, I think I'm gonna let you go.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, item 5 on our agenda is a public hearing for a variance side yard and front yard reduction at 144 Laurel Road Northeast for Mark Fours. And I know Mark is on. We'll let Stephanie talk and then we'll go from there. Stephanie, you're up.
All right. My PowerPoint presentation froze, so I'm trying to get to the next slide. I'm gonna close it out and try to share it again. Won't go to my next slide. Or at least I can start it. So this one is also a public hearing to consider the recommendation for a variance, actually 2 variances, to allow for the reduction of a side yard setback and the reduction of a front yard setback to the placement of a detached accessory structure. So the property is located in the R1 Single Family Residential Zoning District, which is located in the Coon Lake Beach area. The property does not have a garage. They do have a few accessory structures in the back, but no garage. Therefore, the property owner would like to construct one. But because of the locations of the well and the septic system and the smaller lot size, structure location is limited. So the property owner is requesting 2 variances. The first is to reduce the front yard setback from the street from 30 feet to 25 feet. And the second one is to reduce the side yard setbacks from 10 feet to 7 feet. Consideration of a variance again, requires the planning commission to consider the 3-factor test for practical difficulties. The first one is the reasonableness, meaning that the landowner would like to use the property in a practical way, but can't because of the rules of the code. By code, he is allowed to have a garage. Actually, garages are a requirement. A 24 by 24 garage is required on all new properties. So this is something that he is allowed to have. City code also requires an 8-foot clearance between structures. The proposed location of the garage will place the garage from the house about 12 feet. This will leave room in the event the well needs to be accessed for service. And I really wish I could get my slide to show here. But you do have this in your packet. Placing the garage 30 feet from the right-of-way would only leave the 3-foot separation from the foundation of the new garage to the well. 3-foot separation needs to be maintained from the eaves of the new structure to the well. Thus, the required setback cannot be met if the garage was set back 30 feet from the right-of-way. So the second factor is the landowner's problem is due to circumstances unique to the property, not caused by the landowner. Existing location of the well and septic is causing unique circumstances to the property owner. Also, the existing cabin was built decades ago, and future planning such as additions weren't taken into consideration back then. So the location for a garage is very limited on the site. The third factor of the variance is that it won't alter the character of the neighborhood. There are numerous properties within the Coon Lake Beach area that are encroaching setbacks. The lots are very small. You know, as you know too, they all have to have their own private septic and well. So these lots get very crowded. This is just the same issue with many properties in that area. So at this time, the staff is requesting the Planning Commission to hold the public hearing and recommend approval to the City Council for the variances to 1, reduce the side yard setback from 10 feet to 7 feet on that northern property line, and the front yard setback from 30 feet to 25 feet for the placement of the garage, contingent upon the conditions set forth in the resolution. And Mr. Forrest is on the line tonight with us.
Thank you, Stephanie. At this time, I will open the public hearing for a variance for the side yard and front yard reduction at 144 Laurel Road Northeast. Is there anyone on the line who would like to speak to this other than Mr. Forrest? Hearing no one and seeing no one, Mr. Forrest, do you have anything you'd like to add to what Stephanie said?
Not really, no. You know, we're, you know, trying to, you know, fit a lot of pieces into a small puzzle. So, you know, this is just kind of step one. Eventually we'll be making some other additional enhancements, but this was kind of our starting point.
All right. Hearing no one else and seeing no one else at this time, I will close the public hearing. Is there anyone on the Planning Commission who has any concerns, questions, comments regarding this variance? You know, the only thing I'd like to say is that we've done a lot of variances in Coon Lake due to the fact that the lots are unique and size. So with that, I would entertain a motion to approve the variance for the side yard and front yard reduction at 144 Laurel Road Northeast.
I'll make a motion to approve the variance for side yard and front yard setback with conditions set forth by staff.
Thank you, Glenn. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Sharon. Stephanie?
Sorry about that. Still trying to figure out my presentation. Sharon,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Wanda,
Aye.
Glenn,
Aye.
Daryl,
Aye.
Jim.
Aye.
And then for record, for recording clerk, just to make sure Glenn made the motion and Sharon seconded it.
Yes.
And again, this will be at the May 10th city council meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Fours. Once again, you can stay and listen to us if you'd like, or you may go ahead and leave the meeting, and you will be seen on the 10th by city council.
All right, thank you. I'll drop. What time is that meeting?
It'll be at 7 p.m.
Perfect. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Mr. Fours. Good night.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your night. Thank you.
Item 6 is the public hearing for an interim use permit for B&K Trucking at 1311 229th Avenue Northeast. And
Sorry about that, Wanda.
that's okay, Stephanie.
Just a correction on the name of the trucking business. It's called B&T Trucking, not B&K Trucking. I made that mistake and put it down as B&K Trucking.
B&T Trucking. And the gentleman is on the line, and we'll let Stephanie talk, and then we'll go from there.
All right, so tonight is to hold a public hearing and consider recommendation for an IUP to allow an existing truck motor freight terminal to continue operation from the site. So B&T Trucking is an over-the-road trucking company that's been in business approximately 20 years. They have been operating in East Bethel for at least 8 years now. Prior to moving to the city, the business owner did submit a letter to the city regarding his intentions, and he also made numerous phone calls asking for a certificate of occupancy for the existing building. I do have that letter in the file, his address file, so definitely did submit that letter. And it's my understanding that he did not receive callback from staff. So, and at this time, too, staff isn't sure if a CO was actually issued for the building, as the business owner requested in the letter. And the reason that is because prior to 2016, the COs were not kept in the address files. We didn't even keep copies of them, but they have been now since 2016. So the family business currently employs 3 office staff and 9 drivers. It is common to have up to 10 semi-trailers on the site at any given time. Typically, the trailers are loaded, they leave on the weekend. They're back in town on Wednesday and Thursday. The drivers take off a couple days, and then the process starts all over on the weekend. The issuance of an IUP for the business does ensure compliancy for the existing use of the property. For the past 8 years, the property has remained neat and orderly. There has been no compliant issues with the property. So staff is in the opinion that the current use of the property for the past 8 years has been low profile. This was brought to the city council work session as well. April, and missing the day, I think it was April 3rd. The city council work session, and it was discussed with them. And city council did support this moving forward as an IUP. So at this time, staff is requesting the Planning Commission to hold the public hearing and recommend approval to the City Council for the IUP to allow the continued use of the property as the truck motor freight terminal for the business known as B&T Trucking with the conditions set forth in the resolution. And Taurus is one of the owners, and he is on the line with us if you have specific questions for him.
Thank you, Stephanie. At this time, I will open the public hearing. Is there anyone on the line that would like to speak to this other than Taurus at this time? Seeing none and hearing no one. Taurus, do you have anything to add to the call other than what Stephanie said?
No, I believe Stephanie described us very well, and I'll leave it at that.
Thank you. Anybody else in the public? Hearing none, I will close the public hearing. And I will open it to planning commission members. Is there anyone on the planning commission with questions, concerns, comments regarding the variance or regarding the IUP for B&T trucking?
I have a question and an opinion.
Sure, Glenn.
My question is, why would this have come in for a certificate of occupancy rather than a interim use permit initially?
Mhm.
The reason why we're doing an interim use permit for it is just so he can continue working from the property. And then also what the property owner wants to do is add on to the building itself. Right now they're doing some of their minimal repairs to the vehicles outside and they want to add on to the building. However, they cannot get a building permit until they have an interim use permit for the use on the property.
Right. My question was, why was that not the process 8 years ago?
We don't know why. We do know that he submitted a letter. However, it's also been stated that staff never got back to him at that time.
That's weird.
So, yeah, I don't know what really happened 8 years ago, but I do know that he did submit the letter and we do have records that he did contact the city.
And then my opinion is that this is so well screened and maintained that I had even no clue it was there, even though I go up and down 65 often enough.
Perfect, Glenn. Perfect, because
Yeah.
I said the same thing until I saw the aerial view. I had no idea that there were even trucks parked back there till I saw the aerial view in our packet.
Right, yeah, they're doing a great job now, so, yeah. That's good.
I just have one comment, Jim Smith here. I was over there also, and they're doing a fantastic job of taking care of it. It all looks neat and orderly, and evidently there's been no issues in 8 years, so I think we should continue that,
Mhm.
my opinion.
With that, unless someone else has a comment, I would entertain the motion to have the IUP.
I'll make a motion to have the IOP for B&T trucking.
Mhm.
I'll second.
second it.
Who did the second?
Wanda.
Wanda, okay. So Jim made the motion, Wanda seconded it.
I second it
and-
first,
Yep.
but I'll third it.
Okay.
There you go. Sorry, Glenn.
Then we have Sharon,
Toss up.
Aye.
Sherry,
Aye.
Wanda,
Aye.
Glenn,
Aye.
Daryl,
Aye.
and Jim.
Aye.
Thank you, Taurus, for being on the line. And at this time, it will, like we said, go to City Council on May the 10th at 7 p.m.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank you,
night.
Taurus.
You too. Have a good night. Bye.
All right. Item 7 is updates. Suzanne, do you have updates for us, please?
Hi, everybody. I have a couple of updates. We did have the local Board of Appeals hearing Monday, and we had 2 properties that got a reduction, 1 resident, 1 business. We had our annual financial report done. It came out all positive, all rosy. Whispering Aspen finally passed the Elevage first edition, and what is it, the final plat passed. I do urge that due diligence is done in the future on those, because the city takes our residents' desires into consideration on what gets approved, because there is a lot of feedback online on this one. The side yard setback passed. I'm going to skip that one because I can't read my writing, but I don't think it came here. We've been doing a lot of road resurfacing on Durant and up there on 24, up in that area near the preserve area. And Klondike is that J-hook is in process, so roads are being closed. And Booster West is getting a new playground, and it's going to be beautiful. And the Bethel Park, what used to be the haunted area, MOA has been approved. And that's all I have. Any questions?
I don't have any questions. Anybody have anything else to add? Thank you, Suzanne.
Just
I have
a
something.
reminder.
Go ahead.
Okay, just a reminder that we have a joint city council work session on May 3rd, starting at 7 p.m. So the joint work session will be the first item, which is going to be the Elevage PUD master plan. The developer is going to be there on the screen, I guess, given his update on it and how it's going to be phased and such. So after that presentation, then planning commission is good to go. They can check off, and I know city council has other agenda items after that.
Thank you, Stephanie. And Glenn?
My wife was asking me about the publication that she thinks I had and brought to planning and zoning back when we were dealing with CST, wanting to go in a residential area. And this would have been publication by the city and possibly the Cedar Creek Ecosystem Science Reserve or the DNR about how to maintain your properties to allow for wildlife corridors and such. And she thinks I gave it to somebody at P&Z and would like to see it. And I don't quite know what she's talking about. Just wondering if anyone knows either of the publication or anything related to that.
That was before my time. I don't remember anything, Glenn.
I thought it was a long shot, but I'd try.
Did you
Tell you
Google
gave it
it?
fast.
Wanda, I have a question.
Sure,
about,
Sharon.
I'm on Next Door Neighbor, I think it's called, like a lot of people. And there are a lot of rumors going about what's going in at Quick Stop, that Target's coming in and Walmart's coming in and all that kind of stuff. And I'm wondering, you know, as a group, if we're in there, do we say anything at all, ignore it? What do other people think?
I have been advised since, I was a founding member on that Next Door for CST. Karen Krepis and I founded that. And I have been advised that considering the fact that we sit on this commission, we have to be really careful what we might say.
Right.
And I've been pretty much advised to not respond to it unless it's something blatant. The fact that a Target's coming, I just kind of let it go. I really do, Sharon. I ignore a lot of it. If it's something that I really find a concern with, I will forward it to Jack or forward it to Stephanie and say, hey, here's what's going on out there. They have access to it. They can't respond, but they have access to it. So, is there one in particular you're
No, well, it's just, I think it was yesterday or today, I just noticed a bunch of messages about the corner at 22 and 65. It doesn't bother me or upset me or anything, but I just want ideas of how to handle it, not handle it. Let all these rumors keep on circulating, whatever.
Yeah, I've just been advised in the position that I'm in, the position we're in, to let it go or forward it to someone who should handle it. It's just with our social media and with the oath that we've taken, it's better to let the city handle it than for us to handle it personally.
Okay.
I have a comment on that one, Sharon. I know what you're talking about, the conversation yesterday and today on Nextdoor, and someone did today post on there the actual facts that from the city council meeting, that the Quick Trip has been signed, and so the facts are now on there from the city council that they posted on Facebook or from the city website. So the accurate information was put on one of those conversations this afternoon by somebody, so.
Okay.
And a lot of times Carrie will come on as city administrator, as, as part of the city administration and post too, so.
Yeah, I appreciate that when Carrie is on there doing that too, because like Sharon, I see these things, but like Wanda, I don't respond, so. It's best.
Anybody else have any more comments, any more updates for us? Spring is here. Are we ever gonna get to go back to City Hall?
City
Hopefully.
council is going to discuss it at the work session.
Okay. I think that's the third time we heard that.
Yep.
Well,
We've discussed it 3 times.
Yeah,
All right, if no one else has anything, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Second.
Okay, so Sherry made the motion, Sharon seconded. So
Yep.
we have Sharon,
Aye.
Sherry,
Aye.
Wanda,
Aye.
Glenn,
Aye.
Daryl,
Aye.
and Jim.
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. With that,
Thanks, Wanda.
the meeting is adjourned. Have a good evening.
You too,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
You too.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.